What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today, I don't really have too much planned, but I do want to show you guys an awesome replay of one of the greatest comebacks in Clash Royale I have ever seen. It was so close. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you guys will see what happened. And yeah, then after that, we might as well just go ahead and play around with this deck right here. But that's about all I have for today. Just showing you guys this awesome replay, jumping into some battles, and having some fun. Alright, so here I got matched up against a name that I can't pronounce. I tried it first, but I'm not going to be able to read that. This guy is a level 11, and he's using a giant Sparky deck. He has quite a bit of other legendaries as well, such as the Ice Wizard, the Electro Wizard, Lumberjack, and I think that's all, but he has at least 4 legendaries in this deck. And I am using my Golem Graveyard deck that I really like using. Right now I have an Executioner going down the right lane with a Sparky going down the right lane as well. That Graveyard right there was a distracted Sparky for a while, so of course it didn't shoot my Executioner right away. It was distracted on the skeletons for long enough for the Executioner to do a lot of damage over there. Try to tornado the giant back a little bit to group together all these troops. But the Sparky will go down right after the Electro Wizard gets down and almost takes it out, but then the Archers finish it off, as well as that Electro Wizard and his Lumberjack. So right here, I threw down an Ice Golem in front of that Archer. I don't know, just in case the Archer were able to get off a few shots on the tower, with of course the Ice Golem to tank. But down goes a skeleton army on his side, which will lose about half of those skeletons to my Ice Golem, who also does a little bit of damage to the tower over there. But now we're just about even. I have 2,700 health on my tower, and he has 2,600 health on his tower. So now down goes my first Golem of the battle, of course going down the right lane, and he has another Sparky coming down my lane. I want to group together some troops behind my Golem so I can of course take out Sparky without him doing too much damage to my Golem. But he also has an Ice Wizard over here slowing down my Golem, trying to space out my troops behind the Golem just far enough away, so of course the splash damage from Sparky doesn't take him out. He fireballs my Archers, doesn't hit the Executioner at all, and now the Executioner finishes off Sparky while it's distracted on his Golemites. So I dropped on a Graveyard right there because I thought those Golemites were going to do a little bit of damage, but Sparky blew up both of the Golemites right before she went down. So now there is a log to finish off that Lumberjack and the Skeleton Army he placed to counter my Graveyard. Didn't do too much damage over there, but we did drop it to 2,300 hit points, and now he's taking advantage of the race spell from the Lumberjack and those few remaining skeletons from the Skeleton Army by dropping down a Giant in front. I will go ahead and drop down an Electro Wizard and some of my Archers, but he fireballs the Electro Wizard and my tower, and now these Archers are trying to take out the Giant, but the Zap and the Electro Wizard, or the Ice Wizard, sorry, finish off my Archers, and that Giant drops the tower all the way down to 600 hit points, and then the Ice Wizard comes in behind and drops it all the way down to 300 hit points. So I am definitely taking a massive L right here, and here comes another Golem down the right lane, Sparky and a Lumberjack on his tower right now, Executioner behind the Golem, Ice Golem over here to tank the first hit of Sparky, so of course it didn't do too much damage to my Golem, and that Fireball right there drops my tower all the way down to the lowest it can go at 1 hit point. Golem is over there on the right lane, Graveyard goes down as it blows up and the tower locks onto one of those Golemites. I'm going to go ahead and log as well as tornado all of these troops in front of the tower, trying to do as much damage as I can right here. I take out that tower at the last second, probably a millisecond before the battle ended, as he also zapped my tower, which was at 1 hit points, and he takes it out, as well as I take out his right lane tower. So we do barely manage to push it into overtime, and now I also have his King Tower all the way down to 1,500 hit points by that push I had going down the right lane. He is so distracted on my Golem in the left lane that my Graveyard and the log can go ahead and finish off that King Tower for the 3-crown victory. Tell me that wasn't the craziest comeback you have ever seen in Clash Royale. My tower was at 1 hit point and his was at 2,000. And in the very last push, I managed to take his tower a millisecond before the match was about to end, push it into overtime, and I 3-crowned him in the exact same push. That was an awesome comeback. Definitely didn't think it was going to happen, but we did manage to take the win right there. And now that boosted us up to 4761 trophies. So let's go back out into a battle right here. Also, that battle got me a magical chest if you guys didn't see it in my chest slots. So that was an awesome battle all around. Epic comeback, magical chest, couldn't ask for more. And now we're in a battle against It's Julio A from Sangri Azteca. And we're going to start things off with an Ice Golem, Archer, Graveyard push down the right lane. He drops down a Tombstone and an Ice Wizard to counter. Skeletons already doing a decent amount of damage to that tower, but there's that log to finish off the skeletons. Archers are going to go ahead and get off a few shots, and now that tower has dropped below 2,000 hit points. Let's get down an Executioner for these Elite Barbarians. Don't have enough elixir for a tornado, so the log will go ahead and push them back for now. And one Elite Barbarian will get a shot off on our tower, but that was a pretty good defense considering we just took his tower all the way down to half hit points in that one single push with our Ice Golem, Archers, and Graveyard. Let's pull his Hog Rider to our King Tower right here with our Tornado. He will get off one shot, but not too big of a deal. And now we have activated our King Tower as well. He is continuing to push over here, so we'll get down some Archers to counter this Miner. We also have the king tower shooting, so it barely does any damage to our tower. However, he will go ahead and fireball the archers and the tower, doing some damage and getting them out of the way. So now we're sitting at 7 elixir. Don't need to drop down a golem just yet. I might just go ahead and drop down another ice golem graveyard push maybe. Let's get down the ice golem right here and a graveyard right about now. Archers will go ahead and counter the graveyard, which will most likely do pretty well because the archers are a great counter to the graveyard. So we didn't do any damage whatsoever in that push, and now he's probably preparing for something big. Let's get down our executioner in preparation for those elite barbarians that are probably coming, or of course that hog rider right here. So let's go ahead and pull the hog rider away from our tower, let the executioner and the tower finish it off. Hope we won't get any shots off, and it doesn't at all. So that was a nice little defense right there, but now we need to worry about these elite barbarians. Let's get down some archers and an ice golem in front of all these troops right here. Don't have enough for a graveyard, and the fireball will take out all of our troops right there. That ice wizard barely finished off the executioner, which had a sliver of health left, and now he's completely destroyed that push. So now let's prepare for what he has, because I know he's preparing a counter push on his side. There are those elite barbarians. Get down my executioner and a tornado, finish them all off, and that was so easy right there. Such a great counter. Executioner and tornado, my favorite 2 cards in the game. Finish off basically any push you need to. Let's get down an ice golem in front of these troops and a graveyard on this guy's tower. We haven't even used our regular golem yet, and he just fireballed that push once again. So now I think we definitely need to drop down our golem and get off a real push over here on the right side. Let's go ahead and log those archers and pull the hog rider to our king tower once again. Let it do damage to the king tower instead of our right lane tower, which is currently at 1431 hit points. Get down an executioner over here on the right. Get an ice golem in front of the golem for I don't know why, just because, and a graveyard on this tower. Let's get our log ready for this tombstone right here, get those skeletons off of my golem, and pull out all these troops toward the middle, right next to the tower, so my executioner and the golem can do some damage to them. And now we need to get down, well actually we don't need to do anything at all, because that golem is going to go ahead and finish off that tower. Come on Golem, I know you can do it. Golem might finish off the tower for the win. Plus 28 trophies, not too bad, and now we are right under 4,800. And I think I am going to go ahead and wrap up the video just a little bit early today. I don't have too much time to actually record and edit, so I'm going to try my best to get this up as early as possible. I just wanted to make sure I got something up today, so that's why we're only doing 2 battles instead of 3. But if you guys missed yesterday's video, go ahead and check out my second channel. That link will be in the top of the description below. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and smash that like button down below as well, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for some more Clash Royale content. That's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.